And welcome to my presentation. My name is Kristin Treiber and I work for Sharon. I just started there this month, and so that is my first presentation for this company. And today I'm proud to introduce you two new product lines which have different approaches for antimicrobial protection in cosmetic formulation. First, we have the Aquavita line. The products are based on niacinamide. And the second line is the Biomix N line, which contains products based on citrus power. So let's start with the first line. It's the Sharon Aquavita. We created two multifunctional products which have skin benefits and are also have the possibility to protect your formulations from antimicrobial contamination. So, but what makes the product so special? As you all know, cosmetic formulations contain a lot of water, and microbial contamination mainly takes place in the water phase. But the problem is the commonly used preservatives are mainly active in the oil phase, so they are hydrophobic. And there is a gap to fill. So, and we can fill this gap with our niacin-based products because they are water soluble. So just let me spend a few words on niacinamide. It is also known as vitamin B, and it's a very popular active ingredient in the cosmetic market. It can be used up to 10% in cosmetic formulation, and it's compatible with a wide range of skincare ingredients. Within the last 5 years, there was a huge growth in the cosmetic industries using niacinamide because it is known for its anti-aging properties. But we believe that niacinamide not only has anti-aging properties, we think there is a much bigger potential behind it. So let me introduce you the two products we created. First is the Sharon Aquavita 90, which contains, besides the niacinamide, glyceryl caprylate and dicoylene glycol, which are very well known in the cosmetic markets. The second product, Aquavita 95, contains niacinamide and polyleucine. Polyleucine is widely used in the food industry. So both products have an NOI of 0.6, are China inventory listed, suitable for vegan application, rapidly biodegradable, and for both products, the patents are pending at the moment. So we wanted to find out if niacinamide has a potential to act as an antimicrobial active in cosmetic preservation. So the first step was that we performed a minimal inhibition concentration test only on the niacinamide, which you can see on the left side. So using only niacinamide, you can see that the MIC values are very high. So we can state that niacinamide alone has no antimicrobial efficacy. In the next step, we tested our Aquavita product, so niacinamide combined with other ingredients. And here you can see that the MIC values are much lower. So here we can see a synergy effect. And that's where we start our journey. The next steps were to perform challenge tests. In the first challenge test, we tested Aquavita with 3% in a leaf-on formulations. At the beginning, the cream was inoculated with the standard germs. And as you can see, after 28 days, there was a clear reduction of germs. So in this test, the criteria regarding pharmacopoeia test were stated. Then, to show the robustness of the product, we performed a second challenge test, where after 7 days, a reoculation of germs took place. And here also, after 4 weeks, you can see a clear reduction of the germs, and also this formulation passed the test. Of course, we performed the same challenge test with our Aquavita 95. Here you see the standard challenge test, and after 28 days, the results are very similar to the challenge test I showed you before. Again, here you can see the challenge test results of the test with a re-inoculation after 7 days. And also here, after the 4-week evaluation, you can see that the germ count is clearly reduced. And for all challenge tests we performed, we can say that the tests passed and fulfilled the criteria according to European Pharmacopoeia. So what we can say about our new products now is that when you combine niacinamide with a partner, you can see a clear synergy in regard of antimicrobial efficacy. Furthermore, it is known that niacinamide has benefits for the skin, and therefore it is a multifunctional product. And our Aquavita products, they are an innovative system because they are able to protect your skin, and they are able to protect within your formulation. So now I like to come to the next point and show you why niacinamide is able to inhibit antimicrobial or microbial growth. Our research team discovered 3 different modes of actions why the cells are not doubling in the formulation. So first, there are morphological changes within the cells. Second mode is the cell cycle arrest, and the third one is the DNA interaction. Here we have a lot of pictures, and regarding morphological changes, you can see in the first row the pictures that are the cells which are not treated. In the line above, you can see cells which were treated with 5% of niacinamide. And especially in picture F, you can clearly see that the cell walls are thickened and that the vacuoles within the cell are growing. You can see them as a white flakes. And those morphological changes lead to death of the cell. So the next one is the cell cycle arrest. In untreated cells, which you can see in the lines above, the cells become elongated before they divide into 2 daughter cells. That is the usual cell cycle. When you treat the cells with 5% of niacinamide, you can see that the cells got elongated, but they do not divide into 2 daughter cells. So therefore, the cell cycle is arrested. Coming to the last mode of action, it's a damage of the DNA. Here we use fluorescence to make the DNA within the cells visible. You can see it in the pictures below as a blue light. In the first column, you can see the control of cells which were not treated, and there the DNA is located in the nucleus. When you treat the cells with niacinamide, you can see with the blue light and that the DNA is dispersed within the cells. So therefore, you can say that the DNA is damaged. So that was just a rough overview of the mode of action regarding niacinamide. Our colleagues in the research department did a lot of work, and if you are interested in getting deeper into the subject, please feel free to ask for the 2 publications. The last one was just recently published, and we would be happy to share. So let me summarize the benefits of the Aquavita products. So what we can say is that we discovered a synergy of niacinamide when it is combined with a partner regarding microbial protection in formulations. And further, it is stated that niacinamide has skin benefits, and also this was proven in vitro and in vivo studies. So therefore, we created an innovative system, and as I said before, Aquavita products are protecting your skin, and it's also able to protect your formulation from antimicrobial growth. So the Aquavita products both have an NOI of 0.6, but we know that in the cosmetic market, there's a higher demand for products with more naturality. And that's why I now like to come to my second part of the presentation, where I like to introduce you the second line, the Sharon Citro and Biomix N line. So there are a lot of challenges and considerations when using natural preservation systems. So as you maybe all know, natural ingredients are less potential than the synthetic ones. And you also have often to combine a lot of different ingredients for a broad spectrum preservative. And of course, the ingredients have to be carefully selected regarding formulation, the pH value, and intended shelf life to have a safe and stable product. So now coming to the Sharon Biomix line. The products contain citrus polyphenols and bioflavonoids. Polyphenols are naturally occurring in plants, protecting them against microorganisms. And flavonoids, they are a subgroup and they have antibacterial and antioxidant efficacy. So the first product which was created is the Sharon Citro, which contains 2 natural citrus extracts. And of course, I like to show you the efficacy of Sharon Citro. Therefore, also, of course, a challenge test was performed using 2% of Sharon Citrus in a non-ionic basic cream. And as you can see, after the evaluation after 4 weeks, the formulation successfully passed the USP protocol. So, but we wanted to create more effective products. And so therefore we created our Biomix N line. This line contains 3 products and all of them contains citrus extract, so the Sharon, the Sharon citron, and the products are combined with other antimicrobial agents like benzyl alcohol or caprylyl glycol. So here you can see an overview of our Biomix line, which now contains 4 products at the moment. They are all a solution for green and natural formulation, and they are can be used for leave-on and rinse-off formulation. We recommend a use dosage of 0.6 to 2%, and they can be used within a wide pH range of 3 to 9. So, and on the last slide, I like to show you the 3 Biomix products, and I like to highlight that Biomix Eco-N and Biomix Pure-N are Cosmos certified, and that the Sharon Biomix Pure has an NOI of almost 1, it's 0.99, and our Biomix 3CG has an NOI of 0.85. So, thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions or if you like to see some samples where we incorporated our Biomix, please feel free to visit us at our booth. Otherwise, thank you very much for your attention.